Hello, Will here, and today I am in Skyrim. Haven't been in Skyrim for a wee while. Been mainly doing No Man's Sky. I thought today, I would go into Skyrim and try a new mod that I've downloaded. I mean, some of you may have probably seen it before, or got it yourself, or tried it for. Uh, but I want to try and just do. I want to have a go at someone else's mod as well. That's more of like a dungeony kind of mod and stuff like that. Because I've done a couple of mine, as well as obviously doing the stuff that's already in the game. I want to try someone else's and just see what it is. And the one that I'm going to be trying is called, if I can remember correctly, I think it's called something like Portal to Oblivion. I'll put the name of the actual mod and the creator at the top of the screen now for you, just so you can see, because I might got the name wrong. But we need to head to Redrun's Retreat, what is on the picture? I think it's about here. So it's around this area. So it shouldn't be too hard to find anyway. And so with this mod, I will say it's to not judge on however hard I find it or easy I find it on my playthrough. Because I don't know how hard it's supposed to be. I don't know if it's meant to be a very hard one, or if it's meant to be like kind of like a standard Skyrim one. I'm not like a standard difficulty. You know, it's not nothing too hard, but nothing too difficult either. You know, I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see when we get there. You know, we're gonna go for this. We're gonna go for this mod. See what happens. See what we bump into. Yep. What's going on with it? Oh, don't check. Oi! Oi! Stop chasing the fox, you bastard. Fuck you. So don't you dare chase the fox. Same with you. Fuck you. Right, we're going to take them down because they were chasing after the fox. They were chasing after a poor little fox. The fox boy didn't do fuck all nothing. So I'm going to kill the bastards. That thing was already dead. Right, so yeah, don't fuck with me. And don't fuck with the foxes, otherwise they'll fucking kill you. But anyway, back onto the mod when I eventually get there. Yeah, so again, yeah, don't judge its difficulty because I may end up finding it very easy. I don't know what difficulty I'm playing on. I'm pretty sure I'm on a higher game difficulty, but I'll look. Settings, gameplay. See, I'm on legendary at the moment. But yeah, I've got a thing. It's sort of like, you know, my weapon damage 484 plus absorbs 225 points of health, absorbs 224 points of magicka, absorbs 224 points of stamina, bursts the target for 450 points. I mean, the sword I've got is probably going to annihilate most things. So, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I just want to see, you know, how well it's made, what I think of it, what things I think the guy could have done better. If it was a guy who made it, I don't know if it's a guy or girl who made it. I don't know because I don't actually know the name. I didn't recall the name, but to whomever made it, you know, see what I think of it, and you know, if there's good points, I'll point out the good points. If there's a couple of points where I think, you know, there might be a little bit of critique. You know, always I'll point out the critique as well. But you know, I'll be fair on it. I just gotta find out how you get in there. I just gotta find out actually where Redrun's Retreat is. No, this is Hamper's Rest. Oh, this may take a little bit longer. Alright, let's take that down. Right, Redrun's Retreat. So probably went fucking miles away from it. That's probably why. I'll be back when I get there. Alright, found it now. Yeah, I just went slightly off in the wrong direction. I can only assume I have to go inside here to get to it, because I haven't seen anything on the outside. Oh, hello, Lydia. I've completely forgot about you. So I can only assume I have to go inside. This is a guess. I don't know. I didn't purposely try and find out too much about it. You know, apart from like where its location was. I wanted to see what it gave you, and like treasure and stuff like that. It didn't say anything. Oh, doesn't mean you don't get anything. It just didn't say anything on the thing. So Not 100% sure. I'm still not even 100% sure exactly where it's actually located. But we'll try and find it. If I can't find it, like, if I have to, if I do actually have to spend a bit of time looking for it, I'll obviously skip me looking around for it and then just come back basically once I found it. But we'll have a look. We'll go through here anyway. I haven't been since I've been in here yet. It's like, let's go and have a look. It said something about there's fire and you have to go walk in the fire or something. I don't know. Oh wait, what?
Huh?
Exactly, dear. Huh? Hi. To realm, right? So this is actually one of them, but I don't think the room that's in front of me is actually it. That's the thing. But that's one of the name of the places. Oh, there it is. Hello. What you got? I love that. Devil's Reward. Well, at least we found it anyway. I, Lucifer, King of Hell, have opened a portal to my kingdom in search of a mighty warrior. Are you prepared to journey into the depths of hell itself to reap the rewards that wait? Alright. Oh, okay, we're just going in. I don't know if Lydia's gonna follow. Alright, so it is actually literally hell in the way to hell. What? Hi. Oh, just put. So it is literally hell. It says Oblivion, but it's actually literally hell based off on real world beliefs. So we've got Satan, Lucifer. Alright. So let's look. I'm in a massive cage. There's lots of fire. There's a big ass dead dragon there. Hi. Hi. Oh, they're dead already. But again, yeah, don't judge the difficulty of this place on my playthrough, because these guys are probably gonna go down quite easily. Let's have it. I mean, it'd be a good source for you to get Daedra hearts. That's one good. I suppose that's one benefit. Ooh, Daedra arrows. I'll take them. I'll take them as well. I suppose at the same time, it'd be a good way to get some Daedric armor and Daedric weapons, whether you want to keep them or sell them. Let's carry on.
Is someone there?
No, nobody's here at all. So as of at the moment, there is so far one little critique, but it's not a massive critique, but it's just one thing I've just noticed. I don't know if it's bugged out. You know, I don't know if it's bugged out or the guy forgot to put it in. But there's no music. I mean, I got the sound of, you know, all like the sound effects and stuff like that going on, like sword strikes, people dying, and blah 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 blah. But there's no music. There's no background music. I don't know if it's just because it's bugged it out or or it literally doesn't actually have it in it. I don't know. But that's the only thing I've noticed so far. I don't know, at the moment, everything else, you know. Obviously, the giant gates, obviously you can't jump for those, but that's obviously parameters and invisible walls, which is obviously the guy can't do anything about, so it's not his problem. Oh no, the face glitch. Again, that's not the creator's problem, that's a problem with the actual creation kit itself. Even I have that problem with the creation kit, and a lot of other people who try to create a character also have this problem with their face, the skin tone of the face always being different to the rest of the body. There is supposed to be a way you can fix it. I've tried it, and it did work briefly for a little bit, and then it kind of didn't. So I'm not going to judge him harshly on that part, or anything like that, because that's not an easy thing to fix. It's not. I don't. Well, or at least to me anyway. It's not a dramatically easy thing to fix. So so it's like I can't critique them too much on it. Okay. Oh, there's the ground. Yeah, that's a big ass chest. But it's not a lot in it. Ooh. Printed robes of destruction alteration. Hold on, wait a minute. It's not part of one of the creation club things you can get. I'm pretty sure it is. I'll take it anyway. I'm not gonna go around trying to kill everything because otherwise I may be here all fucking day. doing it because there is there's a lot of enemies. There seem to be quite a lot of enemies. They didn't. I mean, I suppose one of the nice things is that they're not all going for you at the same time. But they're there. So we're getting through. Again, bit of a shame that there's no like music in the background or like acoustic sound, like cave acoustic sound or something like that in the background. So obviously that doesn't help with like in the ways of immersion with everything. It's all silent, which in aspects of some things silence can work, but in something like this doesn't work. You need there to be like music and background sound. And obviously as you can see, sometimes the ground isn't there, and then it appears. Again, it's not the biggest ass problem. But obviously I'm going to assume it's because when the guy made it, he got the ground texture for something called a cell space, which is basically like where a home would be put in or a cave would be put in, would be in something called a cell space. So it's like an interior space basically. And obviously he got like cave floor or something like that. But for me, he's changed the scale of that floor from it being like its normal size to like 10 times its size, which obviously kind of ruins the look of the texture. But again, not a big ass problem. It's not the end of the bloody world. But also, as you've seen, it does kind of affect its sort of like draw distance as well. But again, it's probably because the creator didn't want to spend a million years putting in hundreds and hundreds of the floor panels, which I get that. I do get that from doing dungeon mods myself. I do get that it is a pain in the ass. It is time consuming. And maybe this guy or gal just didn't want to spend 1,000 years on putting these ground plates in. But there's a few things. I don't know if this was their first mod. I don't know if they've done other mods before, or if this was their first one. I mean, for their first one, aesthetically, it looks very good. I mean, I like the whole hazy red shit that just falls no matter where you look. I like that hazy red stuff, and and you got all the fire constantly going. So aesthetically, yeah, it looks like fucking hell. But obviously, if it's their first one, obviously there's a few things that they've done which they could have done better. But at the moment, my biggest problem, or say biggest problem, is more just the main thing I would say that the person could have done, or maybe redoing it, or sort of like redo as an update, was to now I don't know if the ground is supposed to be loading in here or not. I have no idea, but that is freaky. That is freaky. But no, I think the person who made this one, I reckon, they should come back to this, do some tweaks to it at first. Nothing major, no big ass tweaks or anything like that. But do some tweaks to it. And one of them is to put in like music and like a music track in the play in the background, as well as as an acoustic sound, because it helps it more with like immersion and everything like that. So it helped the player be a bit more immersed into the actual scenario that they're in. But we're getting through. I don't know if this is I think I have to go into the place, go and empty it out, and then go and find the next one, which is in Red Ruins Retreat. I think it's not like you go from one to another in the same place. I think it's like they're all in different areas of the dungeon, of the Red Ruins Retreat. You just go into it, go in, collect all the shit, come back out again. I think that's how this is working. see again, the face glitch appears, but this time it's all very weird. But again, that's not the easiest problem to fix, so I can't criticise that person. I can't criticise them on that or anything like that. It just looks a bit weird. Let alone that they're all the same person. The quadruplets. But I think that's it for this first one. I think that's it for this first room. I don't think there's anything else in this part. In this one. It doesn't look like there's anywhere else for me to go. I mean, I haven't been all the way over here just yet. I'll have a quick look over here. No, this leads you to a brick wall. Yeah. So, first impressions so far. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not terrible. There are, I mean, yes, it does have its issues. Like this. So where's the floor? Oh, there it is. I mean, yeah, it does have that kind of issue. Now, though technically that's an easy issue to fix, I suppose, but it's, it doesn't break it, at least. Basically, it doesn't break it. It's just a minor visual issue, which technically is easily fixable. Is that maybe this is the person's first mod, and they just wanted to get one out there, which, for if it is their first one, for the first mod, yeah, I guess you see some potential in the ways of its design. Yeah, the whole idea of like you're going into hell, and you, again, I like the whole, I don't know, blood rain aspect. Who died? Don't know. Somebody died. you know, I like, and this, so yeah, it looks like hell. I will grant it. It looks like it could belong in hell or belong in Oblivion. But there's just a few things that could be tweaked in it at first. So to recap on the things that I reckon could be tweaked on it and redone a little bit. Though, if the person does want to go back to it and update it, obviously it will take them a bit of time. One is the ground, the actual the literal ground, and that is to, if not to take it all out and put it in and then replace it all with normal sized ground plates, is to do them again, but not as big. So therefore then the game should be able to at least load them in a lot easier, with everything else that's got to load in as well. So therefore then that should stop them from being invisible from time to time and then appearing. And the other one at the moment is sound. It's gotta have sound. Again, there's no music, there's no acoustic sound, so you can't get too immersed into it. So sound is one thing I reckon they should update on it, and two is to update sort of like the ground, so then the game can load it in better, and so therefore then it's you don't get invisible floors. But so far, it's not terrible. I'll say it's not terrible. It's just I just don't know if this is the person's first mod or second mod, or if they've done others. That thing I don't know. So we're going to carry on, and let's see if there's any others, because I couldn't see anywhere else to go there. That's the thing, I couldn't see anywhere else. So, I'm just going to see if there is anywhere else.
A new hand touches the beacon.
I know I'm already... Oh, is this it?
Listen, hear me and obey. A foul darkness has seeped into my temple. A darkness that you will destroy.
And then custom destination. Let's remove it. That takes you out to Skyrim. Alright, so there's nowhere else to go in here. Alright, so let's go back in. And we'll just see if there's anywhere else to go. Because I couldn't see anywhere else to go. That's the thing. I couldn't see anywhere else where to go. Over there?
My cleansing light.
Maybe over here? No? Yes? No, that's just a big fireball. Checking if I can go in. To Realm of Daedric Core Level 1. Alright, okay. Alright, so I know in the description from the mod it did say stuff about that you just walk into the fire and stuff like that. But I think they did need to make it a bit clearer because because, you know, okay, I did that because I just thought, like, oh, there's a hole in the wall over there, I'll go and look over there. But not everyone's going to see that. So maybe a slightly more, if not linear path, but at least a clearer direction of where you can go to another place. Let's have a look. Who we got here? Dead. And dead. And dead. And dead. And dead. And dead. And dead. Now he's dead. What the? He sounds like a person. What the hell? Okay. Right, so that's it there. Anything in the box? No? Oh, no. Yep. Oh, okay, I'll just take them. Then. I can't see anywhere oh, no. Yes. No. Nope. Nothing else there. Right, so that's it here, I think. From what I can see, that's it. So I suppose I better keep an eye out for those big ass bubbles in the ground. I suppose, really. Okay. So we have to carry on. There's a big ass fireball. Does that lead me anywhere? Probably not. Because obviously that just creates the fire underneath everything else. Alright, so we'll carry on down here. Let's go back down here. So yeah, you'll have to bear with me on this as well, because I've got to try and find out where I'm going, because I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I'm going in this place. Obviously, I don't know how long this is going to take me to do. It may take me a couple of hours. It may take me an hour. It may take me half an hour. I have no idea. Well, I think I've been going on for longer than half an hour now, I think. But yeah, I think it does need maybe a slight clear direction of where to go in a way. I mean, I know with my dungeon mods that I've done in the past, there's not always clear direction on where you go. But at the same time, I do try and make them a slightly linear onto the aspect to deal with that problem. You know, so it's like, you know, yeah, it might be hard to find your way around from time to time, but you know, I try and guide the people in a certain way to go a certain way at certain points, so they can find their way around. But there may be like little secret rooms here and there that they have to search for. Unfortunately, but the whole idea about using fire as your doorways in this is that the whole place is full of fucking fire. That's the only problem. So, okay, so I'll come back here. There's nothing here. There's no big ass fireballs. There's no holes in the wall. How many days? So I was just behind that wall there, because there was one there. You see, because I got a doorway there, and there's a doorway there, but that was connected to that one. Right, so let's carry on down. Let's go down into the forest here and see if there's something down here. You got anything down here? Anywhere else for me to go? Because I don't know if this place is all just one big ass giant room at first. I have no idea. So let's carry on. Have a look around. I mean, it would have been nice for them to put not so much more enemies, but you know, maybe some other stuff to find. The other chests to find as well. Like ones just out in the middle of the forest, sort of thing. Because if you're going to be spending a lot of time running around in big spaces, you know, it'd be nice to be able for people to find things, or since it's meant to be set in Oblivion, maybe little winks or nods to Oblivion itself, or the game Oblivion, or maybe a book to find that was making references to it, stuff like that. You know, just a little bit of, little Easter eggs and stuff like that for people to find. Okay, it looks like this may just be one big ass room. Hi. Right, you're dead. Dead. Dying, dead. Right, so let's have a look at the map again. Right. So I don't think there's anything over there, so I need to go over this way. Right, some people standing there. We'll just take them out. Dead. 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 Yeah, so I do think that this isn't going to be. This wouldn't be like a. I mean, it might be a bit difficult if you came here like very early on in the game. But I think once you got to level 20 kind of area, level 25 area, it wouldn't be that difficult. I suppose it just depends on what kind of difficulty you're playing on. But I don't think this has been designed to be like in a very hard place. Maybe a challenge for like beginning, for like early playthrough. But once you've got a few levels on you and a few good pieces of equipment, stuff like that, I don't think it'd be that difficult, or at least not too much of a challenge. It'll probably be more of a challenge to find your way around rather than actually beating the enemies. But it looks like we're getting somewhere now, though, which is nice. Death to you, and death to you. Right, let's carry on. So it's definitely. So yeah, I think it is all just one big ass room. I think there's another. It looks like there's another doorway thing just down there. But I'm gonna come in here first. Kill you. Kill you. Kill you. Oh, well, at least we'll find our way around now. Again, it still sucks that there's no music. It would be nice to have music to play whilst going through this rather than just silence. Right, and then Barsh. I'll just stay there anyway, fuck it. Right, so we're gonna go out this way because it looks like there may be like another portal doorway over there. Alright, so death to you, and death to you, and I'm gonna take your arrows, I'll take your hearts. You got 2 hearts, you're a fucking Time Lord, mate. It's Doctor Who. Alright, take these guys out. Yeah. Dead. 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 Right, so where's this leave me? Round with it. We're still on level 1. Okay, we're still on level 1 apparently. Alright, you're dead. Because I think that there's like 5 I think, different like roomy things here. Right, okay, well this seems to be here. I mean, I like the idea of the fire, but I think he could have done with taking the fire. Well, not so much taking the fire out, but maybe instead of putting it underground and making it massive and flicking a wall up in your face continuously, it's just to dot it around the place, because then it'll be a bit easier for the player to navigate where they're going. As well as obviously because the ground keeps disappearing also doesn't help the most either. But oh well, we're getting through. I just don't know exactly where I'm going. Yeah, I'm lost in hell. Except that's some people's idea of heaven, to be lost in hell. Okay, right. So let's carry on. We'll carry on. I think up there it's just gonna be another chest, some more enemies to kill. I want to get to the point where I can start getting the goodies. But obviously the whole aspect of trying to find your way around this place, not the easiest. Dead big guy. Dead. Dead. And dead. Right, so we'll carry on. You're massive. Look at the size of you. Were you from Attack on Titan? Are you one of the Titans? Do I need to cut you on the back of your neck? Oh, yeah. And death. See, it'd almost be tempting for me to create some music myself and put it in the video. just for this one, because there's no music. I know I keep going on about the music, but I don't know, it's just, again, it's not the biggest problem. But the idea of the music not being in there, or not being acoustic sound in there, again, it's not the biggest problem. But it's something that is, I don't know. It's just it's getting to my head. It's like it's like that itch that doesn't go away. Again, it's not the end of the world. It's not the biggest problem that it's not in it. It's just a little. Oh, look at that! We made it to level 2 finally. Right. Unfortunately, I can't actually complete the mod. Obviously, the first time I went through to get into the Realm of Horror level 2, it crashed. And then, I reloaded the game, tried it again, and it crashed in the same spot. I don't know if anyone else who's played it on PS4 is having has had that same problem, or if it's for something to do with just my file, or if it's on something to do with my load order. I don't know yet. I may have a look at it, and if I do, I will come back on to it, and I will add it on. But for now, I'm going to leave it as there, because I think it's going to. I do think it will be a bit of a lengthy-ish one. Not like not adding like hours and hours, but maybe to do it some justice, a good hour probably to go through it. But due to the crashing problem, I'm not going to carry on with it. But don't get me wrong, it's not to say that it's a terrible mod, because I think it's got like 427 ratings, so it must work, obviously. It's just that, I know, maybe I have mine in the wrong load order place, or it's just unfortunately for some reason on mine it just crashes. I'm not 100% sure. But from what I experienced in it, good points. I like the idea that they're going for. I like the fact that they're going for something. They're taking something that is from the laws of Elder Scrolls. You go into Oblivion, you go into that realm, and it's got the same aesthetic in the ways of like red and fire and basically like it's like hell. That's an aspect that I like, and and the premise of the idea is there that you go for different realms. You go for the different realms and different planes of Oblivion, or in this case, hell. That aspect I do like, and also in the ways of its size, it's ambitious. Again, I don't know how many mods this person has made. I don't know if this was their first one, or if they've made others, or if this was their like first big dungeon mod, and maybe before they've only just done little like mods here and there. I'm not 100% sure, because I don't know that much about the actual modder. My critiques on it: one, again, sound. You, if the modder is watching this, I doubt it, but if by some chance the modder, the creator of the mod, is watching sound, you need to sort out the sound. You need to, you just need to add music into it, even if it's only something simple. But to add just a little bit of music in there, and to also sort out the acoustic sound space. So basically, to give it the sound that, say you're in a big open area, so, give it a bit of an echo or something like that, to sort out the acoustic sound space and to also put some kind of music in there. If it already was in there, then obviously for some reason it bugged out online. Which, considering it crashed, I won't be surprised. But if it's not in there, and if the modder, if you're watching this, I'll say go back and update it. Put it in there. Put the music in there. Get the acoustic sound sorted out in there. The other critique is, with some of the things that are in it, the scale size. Primarily, it's the ground. Primarily. Because obviously the guy or the girl, because it could have been a boy or a girl or a man or woman who made it, I don't know. Obviously when they've made it in something called a cell space, so a cell space, for people who don't know or don't really do modding and aren't really sure, the interior of, say, Javaska there, the interior room part, I'm not going to go in because I'm going to have to wait for it all to load and all that bollocks, but the interior of the building is what would be called a cell space, whereas this part, where the actual city of Whiterun, is what would be classed as a world space. So there's like inside that little tiny house is a cell space. It's a cell space. The entire map of Skyrim is a world space. But obviously that modder has decided to create that place in a cell space, which is fair enough. You can do that. It's easy enough. But they've extended the size of the ground to a much too big size, so the game can't load it in straight off the bat. It can't always load it in straight away. That's why it doesn't always appear. So again, modder, if you're watching this, I would suggest to go back to the mod, do an update, work on the ground a bit, get the ground plane, get the cave floor ground that you've used, or whichever ground you've used, and just shrink it down. You don't have to put it down to its original size, but shrink it down by at least half. If you shrink it down by half, that should sort out the whole problem issue of the ground disappearing and then appearing and then disappearing again. It should solve that problem. As well as update it with the sound, the acoustic sound and the music. But also maybe put a bit more stuff in there for people to find. Like a few more chests here and there. Because there's a lot of open space, but not a lot in them. Now, I've made dungeon mods, and some of my dungeon mods have got a big open space where some people will think, oh, there's not a lot in this. And yeah, that's a fair criticism. But again, at the same time, I don't know what aesthetic this person was going for. Because for me, for example, my Knights in the Claw mod, which I may actually do soon, go for a walkthrough on that, is you got one chamber that leads you into the entrance to a temple and 4 big courts. And the rest of the space, the grove, you end up in a grove. And, it's a big open space. There's a few bandits for you to kill. But there's not lots, and there's not loads of treasure for you to find, and stuff like this and stuff like that. And it's just a lot of like trees and plants, so it might be seen as unnecessary space. But obviously, the reason why I've designed it that way was, one, kind of bit for immersion, and 2 is because to me anyway, in the mindset of when I was creating it. It kind of made sense as to why the place would be that size to what it was. So I don't know if this modder was going for the same thing in the way of creating, like, they wanted to create it. They wanted to make sure that thing that it made it feel like it was a realm of sorts, because obviously it was called Realm of Horror. So they obviously had the intent to make the place feel like it was a form of realm. Which size wise they've done that, but they probably could have added a bit more, if not things for people to find. If it wasn't for things to find, it was a bit more detail. Just the little details to help out there. Like the fire. It's maybe instead of having a big ass fire on the ground, it's just dotted around on the ground. So yeah, there's I've got a few criticisms, but but the concept of what the person was going for is fair enough. I like the idea. You have to travel through hell to get to whatever the end goal is, which I don't know what it is, to get the reward. The idea of that is, I like the concept. That's a good concept. You have to travel through hell. It's just, there's a few things that they could tweak. There's a few things that they could change, alter, tweak on it. So concept idea, good. Execution was okay. It could have been better, but at the same time, it could have been worse. So I can't really give it a rating, to be honest, because obviously I couldn't play for the whole thing. But I would say if the person who made that mod, if that was your first mod, then it was a good go for a first mod, for something something that seemed like it could be an ambitious task for a person who's only just started modding. So I'll give you credit for that. But I would say get to learn the creation kit a bit more. A few little details here and there, and then go back and do an update on it. Because I would say it has potential to be expanded upon. From what I saw, this is just from what I saw anyway. So it may be a little bit different. It may get better as the dungeon goes on, for all I know. But just from what I saw. But if I was gonna have to give it a rating out of 5, because obviously you can give it a rating of 1 to 5 stars. If I was gonna have to give it a rating, as of at the moment, I would have to give it middle of the road 3. Wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst. But if you're interested in going to look at that by yourself, I don't know if it's on all platforms. I definitely it's on PS4. I don't know if it's on Xbox One and PC as well. But again, I'll put the name at the top of the screen just so you can see the name. So you can go and have a look if you think, oh, I'll have a look at that, and I'll see if I can get further than this twat ass Neon Eye. You're gonna get past the first fucking round. But also, send some encouragement to the person who made the mod, because again, it could have been there first, but also it may not have been there first, but send them a bit of love. Yeah, I've given them a bit of criticism on mod, but I've also, I've also mentioned that, the concept, I like the concept. But unfortunately, that'll be it for this episode, because unfortunately, sadly, I could not get any further into it because of crashing problems. But if you have any other mods that you would like me to look at, again, if you're gonna suggest to me for mods to look at, one, they need to be on PS4, because I only record on the PS4, because I don't play this on Xbox, and I do have it on PC because I need it for the creation kit. But unfortunately, capturing it on PC is, one, my PC is shit for capturing and shit on anyway, and two, it's not very good for running Skyrim in the first place. But if you've got any PS4 mods that you want me to look at, again, they would have to also be sort of more lengthier kind of mods, rather than just like saying mods that change the aspect of, like, the weather or something. They actual like quest mods or dungeon mods or something that's got a bit of length to it. then leave your suggestion in the comments below. Or you can come and find me on Facebook and Twitter and leave your suggestions on there. All you gotta do is just search for Neon Eye. But until then, please remember to like and subscribe, and to share this video with your friends, and also just send a little bit of love to the modder. Why not? Let's spread a little bit of love around the world. Why the hell not? But so until then, I'll see you all later. Hell didn't work, so I'm just going to stand in my own little miniature hell now.